Hey guys, welcome back to Channel Positive Cleaning, and this is week number 31 of our 100K journey of 2024. Now, I'm going to change things up a little bit this week. I just want to give a couple of shout outs, and also I just really want to dedicate this week also to just say thank you guys so much placing orders through me. Obviously, it helps my wife and I out a lot, especially the channel, to help it grow. I've been trying my best to reinvest into the channel, but I just want to say thank you guys so much. The shout outs I want to give out really quick is Ben and Jonathan. It's cool that both of you guys are from California, so we can relate certain things, you know, like in and out, obviously, right? You know, it's just been so nice to be working with you guys this week, just, you know, talking and trying to like have any troubleshooting and all that. It's just been, you know, I'm just very glad that I was able to answer your questions. Obviously, you guys placed an order through me, so I'm just very grateful. I just want to say thank you guys. My best way to say thank you, right, virtually, but you know what I mean. But I just want to say that you know, one thing I just want to let you guys know before I start this week's video is that a couple of you guys reached out and said like, oh, do I charge to talk with me over the phone? I don't charge at all. You guys have a question, you know, about a certain product, a certain troubleshooting and all that. I'm always here to help. You know, I don't ask for anything in return. All I ask is that if you're going to place an order, the same process pretty much. Like if you're going to place an order, you know, you can just do it through the WCR website. But if you want to kind of give me like a thanks, you know, you use my link. And it's the same price, you know. Unfortunately, I can't give any discounts or anything like that. A couple of you guys have asked, but if you just use my link, you know, with, you know, me helping you guys out, I really appreciate it. And obviously, you know, I'm here for you guys. I don't want to charge $1 or whatever, charge per minute or whatever the dollar amount is. But you know, I want to be here for you guys. Now my camera's about to fall. But I just want to just say thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. I really didn't know how this, you know, YouTube channel would be like, and you know, just to be able to talk to a couple of you guys and just be able to, you know, take it to heart and like kind of just, you know, help each other out in a sense. You know, I learn a lot from you guys. A lot of you guys, I follow you guys on Instagram and YouTube and all that. Really, you guys are doing an awesome job. And even one of you guys too, I'm so sorry I forgot the name. I might edit it so I'll get it right. Well, you know what, I'm gonna do it right now. I want to give another little quick shout out. It was pretty cool. E.E.W.S. I guess I have to. Okay, so Elite Exterior Wash Solutions. There you go. It was awesome that you were at Disney and you know, you were able to get a blue milk. So that's pretty cool because, you know, blue milk is pretty good. I like it. Whenever I go to Disney, I always have to get blue milk, and it's awesome and tastes really good, especially when they have like seasonal stuff. But again, it's just so nice to have like a nice community with you guys to, you know, I just want to say thank you guys. And yeah, I mean, I can say thank you for the whole video, and then but not forget to talk about this week's video, right? What happened this week. So I just want to say thank you guys so much, and let's just get straight into it. One thing I just want to say, like, if I can make a suggestion for you guys, is that, you know, have like a policy that, like I always say, have like a walk around, you know, to make sure that, you know, before you leave a job, everyone's happy and then you can go. I make kind of a joke out of it, you know, they don't want me to come back and I don't want to come back, right? But it's a joke more on that side. But of course, if I do have a 7-day policy that, let's say I mess up or something doesn't look good, you know, within reason, obviously. I know some people have like a 7-day rain guarantee. Great for you guys. But for me, if it's like within reason, you know, I'm more than happy to go back and touch things up. Like for example, like last week I did a job, and when I went this week, there was just a lot of like marks that, you know, we couldn't see at the time when I left. So I saw the marks and they sent me pictures, which is very nice of them. And I was like, oh yeah, definitely I have to go back. So ended up going back, touching it up, making it look perfect. And you know, I made an extra effort to see which windows were the ones that, you know, they didn't look good from last week. So I made sure I touched those windows up really good. Just made a little bit of an effort just to look kind of like really detailed on it, look from the inside, and everything looked good. So the customer was very happy, and so we were able to, you know, make sure that they were satisfied, because again, you know, we want to do the job right. If not the day of that it doesn't look right, we will have that 7-day guarantee to go back. So it's a good policy to have, and so, you know, you have a confidence of the customer and yourself, of your your work, and so it just makes everyone happy overall. So if I can make that a suggestion, just have like a few days or a week or two or whatever you guys want. It's just a policy to go back and just touch up anything that's, you know, obviously within reason. So but yeah, so then the next job, what ended up happening was after that first job, we ended up or I guess I was by myself that day. Ended up doing a house, and this house was easy, simple, cookie cutter. I ended up including their screens for free. They didn't have really a big house, and so I was kind of just like sweetening the deal for them, and they were like super happy. They only had like, I don't know, 4 or 5 screens, like super, you know, like, you know what I mean? Like instead of getting 20-25 bucks out of that, right, $5 a screen, I was like, you know what, I'll include the screens for you. Let's just make it simple, super simple. So I did the inside, I did the out, and the screens, and so we ended up charging 400 bucks for that. Very simple, easy, cookie cutter. Super happy, wrote an amazing review. Man, I just love those jobs when you just go in, just get it done. They never had their windows cleaned, but they just see the results of a professional. They loved it, and so yeah, it was just an awesome job. And yeah, they want to call me back, and let's see when they'll call me back. When it comes to my customers, I always tell them, you know, when they clean the windows, I say that they should do it like once or twice a year. I do have some clients that like to do it every quarter. You know, that's up to them. But yeah, it was just super simple. And you know, let's see if they'll call me back within the year. Let's see. Yes. So then from there, we had another job this week. Repeat client. I've been doing their windows even before COVID, so I've been doing their windows forever. Very beautiful house, and they have a great view of the city and everything like that. They do have rails, and so those rails, you know, we take glass rails, we take care of those. Super easy. And that's the thing. I've been using the contact scrubber pad, however you say it. I've been using that. Man, that thing's a beast when it comes to cleaning those glass railings. They just go, cleans everything, any bird poop or any like little tree sap or whatever, just go and just takes it out. Now, I did their windows a few months ago, so they're pretty much in good shape, but you know, being on a hill, they kind of get a lot of dust and dirt and all this other stuff on it. So they were telling me that they, like these customers, they need it done like every like 3-4 months. So within reason, right? They have a very beautiful view. Their whole house is pretty much made out of glass, and so very nice customers. I really like them a lot. The thing is that with them, I've been doing their house for so long that I already know like what spots to do first, what spots to do last, and they're so nice. They always offer us coffee, and that was another thing too. She even offered us lunch. Wow, just customers like that, so nice. And ended up just, you know, just doing their whole house. And yeah, it's a good price. So we did their glass railings inside and out. We did it for $750, and yeah, they're very happy with the results. And yeah, it was just one of those jobs where they need their windows cleaned, unfortunately, all the time because of the hill. And so, but yeah, it's just nice to have it like afterwards they're done, they're just like, wow, the windows look amazing. So anyways, we really like them a lot. So before we get into today's job, Friday's job, I just want to thank this week's sponsor, Project to Payment. Now, Project Payment is an awesome business management tool that I literally use every single day when it comes to giving a professional bid. Then from there, with that bid, the client can then approve of the bid, and I get an email, they get an email. And then from there, once I give them the receipt, then from there, it gives them a link to a review, which is really awesome. But what I really like a lot is that the day before, it gives them a reminder that I will be there. And then like this week, one of our clients was like, all right, we're looking forward to it. So it just makes things so much easier. One less thing I have to worry about, because in the past I would always send a message like, hey, we'll be there tomorrow, this and that, and they're like, oh, thank you. Sometimes we get busy, sometimes, you know, we just have life happening. It's nice to have an automated system that gives them a reminder a day before. So just want to say thank you so much, Project Payment, for sponsoring this week's video. I guess to continue today's job, yeah, so it was really cool. We gave them a bid last week, and they couldn't do it during the beginning of the week, so we had to do it today. Really nice couple, very nice family, and it's just so nice to be able to provide a service, because they haven't had their windows cleaned for like, I don't even know, like so long, to the point where I'm not even joking, I had to use this to open up the window. Like, I'm trying to open up the window, open it up, especially on the second floor. I think the first floor was okay, but the second floor, you kind of trying to open, it couldn't open, so you kind of had to jam this in there. And obviously I didn't break anything, because I know like how to open it, but it was just so like you had to kind of lift it up a little bit, and then from there was able to open. Man, that was just some type of project. But after we opened it up, it was just so easy to take off the screens and everything. And that's another thing, actually, I forgot, before I forget to mention that, could you guys ask me how I take off the screens? I know I've mentioned that. in previous videos. First floor on the outside, just take it out from the outside. I just use this tool. This is the paint can opener, Home Depot. Just go on the outside, pop them all off. But then on the second floor, I just do it from the inside, open the window, pop off the screen and everything like that. Makes it super easy, very simple. But we ended up charging them $750 for inside and out. Very easy. In a sense, kind of like a cookie cutter, because everything was kind of just like straightforward. But also too, we did their screens, and that was really cool too, to be able to add that service on. They had 25 screens. So all in all, like just from that, we made like an extra like $125 just from those 25 screens. They had one sliding door screen. And a couple of you guys also asked me like, how do I clean that? I just use my water fed to just kind of brush off all the door, because I actually cut myself one time trying to remove the door, trying to like, you know, like not like the heavy duty one, but like something that's like, you know, right there, that's very thin. You just pop it out and then you kind of just do that. You can do that. I tried it, but after I cut myself one time, because it was kind of stuck, sometimes they don't come out the doors anyways, but I was just like, oh, you know, this is easy, let me try it. And I cut myself, everything's fine, but kind of sucked, you know, to have your finger cut. But anyway, so I just use my water fed. I just use my brush and I just kind of go over it, and it just makes things so much easier just to kind of go that way. I go from the top down, down up, and then from there I get a rag and I kind of just hit the screen, and then from there it makes everything so much easier. So all in all, this week, and of course, I forgot to calculate everything. So I might just pause the video and just get everything back in order, or I could just do it on here, which is actually pretty cool, actually. I actually like doing that. Okay, so the first job, we did 400, right? And then plus we did other job, so 750, plus we did today's job, 875, which equals, what do you call it? Drum roll, please. Can't even speak English. I'm just exhausted. It's been mad hot this whole week, and like even my wife is like, I don't know how you're surviving outside. Lots of water, lots of coffee. I'm just like, maybe less coffee but more water to keep hydrated. But anyways, but yeah, this week we made $2,025. So very easy, very simple. And I just want to thank you guys so much for placing orders through us. It really helps us out a lot. And you know, I just want to let you guys know that, you know, you guys have been rocking it. I've been seeing a couple of you guys, and especially you new guys that are starting window cleaning. Like I just gonna be straight with you guys. I think it's awesome to start a window cleaning business. What are the key points, like top points? I would say have socials, right? Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, I guess in some places. Have like online presence when it comes to like just everything online, Google, Yelp, anything that works in your area. Thumbtack, some of my friends in a different part of the country use Thumbtack, because Yelp apparently is only a California thing. So I don't know. And then from there, after you're all done with that, create a website. Just create a website. It doesn't have to be professional. I didn't do it in the beginning. I just had like a very generic website. I was very proud of it, but eventually I hired someone to professionally do it for me. But what the point I'm trying to get at is that, you know, once you have those three things connected, you can then have your, you know, Google, Yelp, Thumbtack, and all that connected to your website. And also you have your Instagrams connected to your website. Also, people are looking at your information, right? They want to see how you're doing, you know. They want to have proof that you're like a legit window cleaner. So that's why Instagram is really cool. All I really do on Instagram, I like, let's say give a bid, right? They're just like, oh, you know, how do you clean screens? I charge $5 a screen. They're like, what? No, this other guy did it for free. And I'm like, well, I have the system, and I show them my video on Instagram. Wow, okay, that's really cool. So that's what I'm trying to get at, is that, you know, having all these three things, I think will be an awesome foundation for a successful business in the future, because obviously being licensed and insured, obviously, right? But we're getting past that. But those three things are an awesome foundation, because you can always improve, right? If you have a website, you can always hire someone to make it better. Then from like your Google, Yelp, Thumbtack, or whatever, you can always, you know, obviously adjust it, have awesome SEO work, obviously on the website too, but awesome SEO work on that. Then from there, you're able to then, you know, even spend more money on it, or, you know, adjust it to the key terms and all that. So that'll help out a lot. And then your socials, you can always just be posting all the time. Post. I try to keep posting stuff on shorts, but I get really busy a lot, so I don't always post. But yeah, because like for the last year I was like posting every single day, but now I'm kind of like I have to have a life too, right? I can't be always on my phone, but whenever I have a chance, I always just do it and try to, like, you know, show you guys. But obviously you're gonna see videos throughout this video to show my, you know, work too. But yeah, it's just been, you know, very busy summer, and so I'm sure like in the winter time I'll probably have more time to post more often. But anyways, I just want to say thank you guys again. I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, naturally, and the channel obviously, thank you guys so much for considering us and placing orders through you guys. It really helps us out a lot, and you know, we're always here for you, especially if you buy a system through us, or you know, just a product and you have a question about it. I'm always here to help. And then I guess a quick tip, if you do buy a new system, just want to let you guys know, please just let the system run for 30 minutes. Just connect it to your house, let it run for 30 minutes, get the filters running and everything, like a day before. In my opinion, a day before you start your job. You know, you don't want to just like get the system, go to a house, plug it in, start using the 30 minutes, and then the homeowner is going to be like, what are you doing at my house? You know, like you're not working. So it's good to just get the system, assemble it if need be, then from there let it run for 30 minutes. Now we're talking about 3-stage system. If you just have resin by itself, you know, you're just good to go. You just get that resin, you know, a DI only, just get it, just connect it, and you're just good to go at that job site. Do not connect it to the house and start filtering it for 30 minutes, because it's gonna, you know, pretty much waste your resin. So 3-stage, 30 minutes before, 30 minutes before your job. And then if you just have plain resin, a DI only, single tank, from there just you know, just use it at the job site. So anyways, just want to thank you guys so much. And yeah, this is next week we have quite a few jobs. Have a very interesting kind of announcement, I guess. We'll find out next week. It's a Monday's job. It's a I'm very excited, so I'll explain that to you guys in next week's video. Just let you guys know how it went and everything like that. Yeah, but I have to start at 7 7 in the morning on Monday, but it's gonna be okay. It's totally worth it. But it's gonna be a very nice job. So anyways, so we'll catch you guys next week, and have a good one. All right, bye.